Hi guys, my name's Kira and I'm 22, and this year I'm doing the Wintering, which is a program run by Omnia Performance, which is a company who is owned by Fergus Crawley. Now, there's a few reasons why I'm choosing to do this challenge this year. I started full-time work last year and it's shift work, which really gave me an excuse to not focus on my fitness and my nutrition, which I wasn't necessarily doing anyways. But I now had a reason, and I'll be like, oh, I'm just settling in and it'll take me some time and I'll get there eventually, but I never did. So I need to take control of that. That's one of the main reasons. I also think that Omnia Performance in general is a company that kind of lines up with my goals and my challenges and how I like to do things. Like it's not a one sport program as such. So I'm in the triathlon group of the Wintering, so we're doing some biking, some running, swimming and strength work, which I think is really going to help me, because having different things going on in my training is what's going to help me stay focused, because doing one sport and one exercise all the time I think will lose my concentration. Another reason why I went with Omnia Performance is because Fergus and some of his videos have really inspired me in the past. The video where he did the double brutal was something for me that I was like, I would love to be able to achieve that, which realistically may not happen, but if it does, it'll be many, many years of working. I'd need to be able to complete a normal triathlon first, or a 70.3, then 9 man, sort of like work your way up the steps to get there. So at the moment, my fitness is awful. I hate running. I used to love it when I was younger. I used to be into triathlons and I'd do cross countries. Had some problems on my knees and then kind of stopped doing it because I went more down the water polo route, which inevitably caused problems with my shoulders, but that's a different story. So I kind of like lost the love for running. I started playing rugby in uni, which some people are like, if you hate running, why would you play rugby? I don't know. It feels different when I do that than if I was to go out for a run. But I need to get back into my running in order to achieve the goals that I've set for myself for this year and for the future in general. Now, obviously, like most people, my long-term goals are important to me, but also quite personal to me and my own personal progression, which is something Omnia kind of focuses on. It's not like a set goal, so it's not you have to achieve lifting a certain weight, you have to achieve a certain time or anything like that. It's all based off of my own personal development. Now it ends in doing a backyard ultra marathon, which I believe is essentially run around like 6k every hour on the hour, for as many times as you can. So for me personally, my goal is going to be 3. At the moment, I can't even run 6k, so I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see how I progress and what new goals and stuff I create along the way. So if I know that that's going to be a struggle, I might reduce it, or if I think it might be easy, I might increase it, but we'll see, because essentially it's personal to me, which I found that I need to keep reminding myself. On the group chat, there's lots of people that are doing ultra marathons in the future. They've done these sorts of programs before. They've done Ironmans. They've done 100-kilometer races. But at the end of the day, they all started somewhere, and I think that's what I've got to remind myself, is I'm starting from quite a low level of fitness, but it's all about progressing slowly but surely to get to where I want to be in the future. And I think that's what I've just got to keep reminding myself and keep putting out there, and allow their experiences and knowledge to inspire me to believe that one day I can reach a similar sort of level as these guys are achieving. For me, I think another big part of this program is going to be the nutrition side of things. I've got a massive sweet tooth, which isn't actually a good thing, really. It's not helping. Along with all of the shift working that I do, where I don't always eat properly when I'm on shift, or I don't feel like eating, so some days I'll eat all my lunch and then buy more, or some days I'll maybe have a cereal bar and that'd be me for the entire 12 hours. But I need to get on top of that, because if I'm not focusing on my nutrition, there's no way I'm going to be able to complete all the training and the focuses that is going to come along with this. There is a nutritionist on the coaching team, and we'll get some knowledge and wisdom and all the rest of it, and some advice from that, which I think is really going to help for me continuing my training, because where I've tried training by myself before, I've always fallen down, and I've always struggled with nutrition and tiredness and motivation. And I think with having a whole team of athletes, is what they say, so a whole team of athletes and a whole team of coaches, I think that's really going to help me work on this the long term and stay in it for the full 12 weeks of training. So today is Sunday the 5th of January, and the training plan starts from tomorrow. So this evening I believe there's a call with the nutritionist guy to explain how their system works, which I don't know yet if I'm going to make because I am at work, so I may make it. If not, I'll be watching it recorded to understand how that all works, ready for tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also quite scared because tomorrow is testing week. So Monday is lower body testing, Tuesday is upper body testing, Wednesday is a rest day. Love that. My favourite part of the week, I think. Thursday is lactate threshold test for running. Friday is a CSS swim test. Saturday there's an optional run. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet or not, but we'll see. It's optional for our group because on Sunday we have, I think it's the FTP test for the cycling, which is going to be another intense one, along with the Thursday running. I think the swim test will be the easiest for me. I have a background in swimming, so a 400 metre isn't too bad. I don't tend to swim them as much anymore because I sort of translated to more of a sprinter type. Not that I'm that quick anyway, but I just prefer the sprints. So I think that'll be a little bit of a challenge, but probably be easier than the run and the bike testing, which will be interesting. And I'm ready to, I'm excited to do the strength testing. So we're doing a 3 rep max strength test, which is something I haven't done. I kind of just play at weights that I know are fairly safe, and then just go, let me just bash out 4 sets of 10 on that or something like that. So it's not really pushing me as such. So it'd be nice to see where my 3 rep maxes are, and if I'm working at the right level or if I could be pushing myself more. So I'm excited to find that out and see how that goes from there on. That's the end of my introductory video. I'm going to be putting this up probably tonight, and then it's going to be nice to reflect on throughout the programme and come back to this at the end of the 12 weeks and the backyard ultra day. I'm going to try and keep up weekly updates. Whether they'll always be on a Sunday, I don't know, it kind of depends on work, but I think I want to have weekly updates so I can remind myself, or even shorter videos based off of the day's training, how I think that day's gone, what I've done well, what I could have improved, what I found hard, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm going to keep updating throughout the time. Yeah, come see me and see how much I've changed within 12 weeks, both mindset and physically, because the wintering, it's all about the mindset and pushing yourself further than you think you can push yourself. And yeah, you're training and improving physically, but it's about making those changes and those new patterns so that you can continue achieving progression in the long term. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this goes. Cool. Let's go for tomorrow.